If you want to hear the story, you got to back up to the day before. And you got to back up to the point where Brian woke up, couldn't sleep, and he decided he just had to look at some training videos. And ice rescue was what his mind fell on. And then the very next day, having an incident come about where they need an ice rescue to immediately save somebody's life, it's just an amazing turn of events.
Yeah, it was a very strange coincidence. You know, leading into winter every year, because we are one of the stations that's required to do ice rescue, we try to self-train whenever we think about it so that in the event that something happens, it's fresh in our minds. And that just happened to be a day that I came across a video and had us all watch it.
We received a call of a youngster that fell through the ice at the Central Park Pond. We had 2 units, Engine 5 and Aero 5, responding along with myself. Once Engine 5 arrived, it was roughly 4 minutes before they reached the young kid.
We immediately started getting in our ice rescue suits, which they call them dry suits. Prior to our arrival, Clinton Bearden and DC Sturbins notified me in the back that the young man was topside, still struggling.
When we pulled up, we noticed there was quite a few bystanders by this time. However, they're kind of useless without the proper suits to go in the water. So us being in the suits with the training, we decided we would go ahead and enter and try to rescue the young kid out of the ice water. What we encountered when we got in the water was he was having a hard time keeping his head above the water. When we train in ice rescue, we train with other firefighters that are wearing the same suits that we wear, and they're very buoyant, so it's really easy to remove one of our own from ice water when you're training. However, when you do a real rescue, that person is wearing wet clothing that doesn't float, so it's really challenging to lift that person high enough so that the gentlemen that are on the shore can pull the rope and slide us back across the ice.
We got out, started making our way to the water. DC Sturbins was using a throw rope to reach the young man. Those efforts failed, so I was given the go-ahead by Mark Briana to make entry in the water. I broke through halfway to the young man and started swimming to him as quickly as possible. By the time we got there, the young man probably had been in the ice for about 13 minutes, maybe a little bit less than that, and he was getting real tired, so we knew we had to make it to him quickly in order to get him to the edge of the water or get him to safety. Positioned myself behind him, gave him the okay that hey, you know, you're going to be okay. We immediately gave the go-ahead from the guys at the shore to pull in our tether that was tied to our PDF. And we broke through the ice probably a good 10-15 yards, got to a point where the ice was thick enough, and then Mr. Brian Box made it out to the ice and lifted the young man to the edge of the pond.
You can call it fate, you can call it God's hand, but what you can say is that child's here today because they were doing training at the right time on the right topic. These are truly heroes. These are individuals who threw aside everything, and I get it, it's their job, but it still takes a special person to say, I'm going in, I'm getting in that ice, I'm going to go where it's dangerous.
I wouldn't necessarily say we're heroes because we're trained to do a certain thing and we do what we're trained to do, so it's just a day at work for us. To be honest, we never actually finished the training because after the rescue came in and we did the report, our station actually had 2 structure fires that day, so we never did get around to finishing the rescue video.